If only I could turn back time.
What's going on YouTube? It's Mike Nice coming to you with some more of this Mortal Kombat 11. We're here with the Combat League Season 2, getting ready. These are my first matches. What did you guys think about the first season of the Combat League? I think I asked on that last episode. I love these. It just gives more of a incentive to play. I feel like going against, very similar players in skill. It just feels better. These matches coming down to the wire. I saw a video on Maximilian Dodd's channel, and he made a great point. I think it's a point that many people pretty much have been complaining about. Because the competitiveness of the Combat League, of ranked matches and stuff like that, it's so fun to me, at least. I don't know how other people feel. I know a lot of people do feel that way, but it's so fun to me. To these matches coming down to the wire, when you get higher in the rank, you're really playing people that are very similar to your skill, and you're getting better, and you're seeing things that you usually wouldn't do, or something like that, or something along those lines. It's funny enough because this guy, obviously you guys can see, I think this match I should have got a trophy. I swear to you, I teched like 30 grabs. Like, I swear that's what it feels like. That's what he was doing this whole game. He will jump, kick, go for a grab. Now, I was just teching them, which was stupid because as I was playing the first match, I didn't think that's what he was going to keep on doing. Like, I really didn't. If I knew that, every time he started walking towards me, I would have just ducked and uppercut him, like, every single time. You know what I mean? Or just ducked, wait until he, missed, and then, got a free combo or something like that. So it was just super funny because this is literally what he was doing the whole time with Cabal. As you can see here, I'm trying to, like, get a brutality on him because he keeps on throwing me. Obviously, I'll just let the match play out. I won't talk too much more about the match, but it's hilarious because technically I flopped this round, but it really didn't matter. But yeah, I think the I keep on saying incentive, but it's just the I don't know what the word I want to use. It's just really I guess competition. The competition of the ranked matches is so fun to play. It's like when I'm playing the ranked match, it's like I feel like my heart beating, and it's like super dope because it's like this adrenaline rush of these fights matter. You know what I mean? Like, casual and King of the Hill is cool, and I do like going into King of the Hill sometimes with my cousin and whatnot. But you know what I mean? It's if I lose, I lose. Like, I don't really care. I'm not really going hard. I play with whoever. You know what I mean? I don't even really care who I'm playing with. I don't even play with my main all that much. I don't even play Cabal in King of the Hill or casual or anything like that. Like, I just pretty much just go and play whoever my cousin. Like, a lot of times my cousin be like, oh, like that right there. Alright, I'm sorry to stop it. I hope I don't forget what I'm saying because I have terrible memory. Now, I grabbed him before the move started, and yet it didn't cancel out his venom. And wow, I can't even speak. It didn't cancel out his invulnerability frames, and my grab just missed, and then he did. I'm so confused by that one. I could have swore my grab came out like as he was maybe pressing L2 R2, and my grab should have grabbed him before his invulnerability frame started. But obviously it didn't, whatever that means. Obviously it didn't. This round is super funny because I was listening to music as I was playing. I wasn't even listening to the audio or anything like that. I was listening to music actually, and this round I was just thinking in my head. I was like, all right, I'm about to kill this guy because it's like, what are you doing? Like, I play Cabal and you're playing him like a goof. Like, that's what I was thinking. Not, you know what I mean? I feel like his main is someone else, but like he was just playing him so much like a goof that I was just like, all right, I gotta just dominate him. Like, that's just all it is to it. But back to what I was saying, that's why I really do like the combat leagues, because it does give that sense of competitiveness, that sense of going out wanting to do your best every single time the matches matter. You know what I mean? And pretty much it's been really fun. But as I was saying before about Maximilian's Dodd's video, he was talking about Nightwolf, which I do want to get to in a second, and he was talking about the variation problem, quote unquote. And I do, in a sense, feel him, because the fact that there is only 2 variations, it's kind of, you mostly see the same playstyles. You know what I mean? People have little different variations and maybe how they play characters. You know, maybe you'll see a character play a certain variation a little different than how you maybe would play it, or maybe you see someone play a variation a little different how you have ever seen. But the difference in the play styles is just not, it's not enough for, I think, most people to feel like they truly are that person. You know, if that makes sense. Like, that person is truly who they want it to be, the abilities they want it to be. They have the character playing as they want them to play. Because even someone like Scorpion, I've learned to really love this. What is this? Searing Rage, I think this variation is called. I've learned to really love it because this is the variation where his combo potential is through the roof. He gets insane damage with his combos, and I love that. Like, I love that. And but when I first started playing with Scorpion, when the beta came out, I was playing with the wow, I don't even know what, because I don't even think it's a variation, but I call it Zo, you know, as in Hanzo, and it's the mystical blade or mystic blade variation, where he has the cancels for his moves. And I understand in online that's so hard to it's really hard to dictate what a person is about to do if they have a cancel into straight 50-50 mix-ups. I get that, like, I really do. But he's not the only one that has cancels. I was about to say Jade. Jackie has cancels. You know what I mean? That's a part of one of her variations. Why does she have it but not Scorpion? You know what I mean? And that, if that variation, if they had that variation, that's a whole different playstyle that you now have with Scorpion. That playstyle is predicated on 50-50s, mix-ups, staggering, having your character, not your character, having your opponent, I should say, guessing, just constantly guessing. And none of these other, I mean, actually I should say the other variation where he could do the Hellport cancels, that does, oh man, I hate that one, because that is a mix up in itself. When he cancels, he goes, you know, he could go straight into any grab he wants, forward or back. So technically that is a 50-50 mix up, but you can punish that. You know what I mean? Like, you can input something there. Like, there's something you can do to stop that. It's hard. It's online. It's nearly impossible. But there is something you can do to stop that. It would be amazing if he had the Mystical Blade or Mystic Blade. I can't even remember the name of it. It would be amazing if he had that variation in tournaments and ranked matches. And there's so many different play styles that can be put when certain players have. There are certain players that have such great abilities that aren't even in the tournament variations. Like, there's some characters that have terrible abilities in their variations that you just don't even use. Like, there's some that there is utterly no reason to have that ability, but it's just there, so it's balanced. And that's where it kind of gets to the point where it's like, okay, we as your fan base, call him with that uppercut right there. We as your fan base, the players that are not going to Evo, the players that are not going to Combo Breaker, the players that are not going to the World Tours and the tournaments and stuff like that get kicked in your face. But the players that are not doing all of that stuff, we love watching tournaments. We love seeing that stuff. Of course, we want stuff to be balanced when we're watching a tournament, when we're watching the top players play. But in all honesty, I don't care about the balancing stuff as far as that. Let me use the abilities that y'all have already put in the game. Like they're already in the game, so there should be some balance into it. I mean, you guys put it in the game; it's already there. So you guys have worked on it enough to make it exist in the game and work a certain way. So it's okay if you have the limitations on tournaments and Evo and all of that stuff. Yeah, that's fine. I get that. But me as a player that's sitting in front of my TV with a controller playing ranked match or combat league or anything like that, I feel like I shouldn't have to I feel like I shouldn't have to sacrifice playing multiple different playstyles for the sake of balancing when everything in the game that you guys put in the game should work a certain way. I mean, I would assume you guys didn't put in stuff that doesn't, that is overpowered or something like that. I would assume that you guys know what you guys have done for certain abilities. So if you guys know that, I don't understand why, the restriction is there. You know what I mean? Like, I should be able to use Sub-Zero and use his Deep Freeze as well as his, well, not Arctic Track, because those both use two, I'm pretty sure. But I should be able to use his Deep Freeze as well as, I don't know, like the fact that he can throw his Polar Axe in the air. Like, I should be able to use both of those at the same time. Like, I don't see why I shouldn't be able to, but they're a part of two different variations. Like, he has the move, I think it's what, down forward 2. It's like that, he makes like a little, I don't even know, like a ice block that's come flying at you. And when I was first playing with Scorpion, I'm like, oh, this is a great move, because when I first thought about the move, even before I played with him in any online setting, I said, oh, this move probably blocks like a projectile. Like, if it comes out, it'll hit the projectile. You know what I mean? Maybe not even keep on going and hit the, the opponent, but it'll block the projectile. So yeah, I could use this move. Nah, the projectiles literally just go right through it and hit me. And it's like, what the heck? Like, what? Like, I don't even understand what's going on. But it's like, you know what I mean? There's some things that I don't understand in the sense of why is it not, we can't use multiple different play styles to enhance our experiences playing the game. That would give way to much more, in my opinion, much more longer play in the sense of the lifespan of the game. That would give oh my god, like it just enhances the fact that we have different play styles, so we can, maybe I'm getting tired of this play style, maybe I'm getting tired of using his Searing Rage, and then I go find the mystical blade, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is fun as hell. Like I didn't even use this before, but now I'm loving this, and now I'm back in love with playing with Scorpion, or now I'm back in love playing with Sub-Zero, or now I'm back in love playing with Cabal. You know what I mean? It gives a certain amount of freshness to it. But, you guys could tell me what you think about that. You guys think we should have more variations? I was about to say less, but I don't even want to hear anybody say less, because that's just not going to happen. Like, I would probably stop playing the game if they was to be like, all right, you guys want more variations? All right, we're going to give you only one now. Like, but, yeah, tell me what you guys think about that. But on to Nightwolf. A lot of people in the community have been fairly angry about the amount of time that it is taken for them to release another DLC character. And at this point, I was saying it before, let them work, and I still feel that way. Definitely let them work. But it's kind of getting to the point where I want a new character, and I've been fiending, like fiending to play with Nightwolf. And I just want to play with him. I might not even like him. You know what I'm saying? Like I really might not even like him. I might eventually not even play with him. But as far as I'm concerned, I want a new character right now. I mean, he's not the only character that I want to play with, but I need one right now, and I get that it's there's some players that feel that Shang Tsung wasn't enough, because Shang Tsung, he's a great character and I think he's really fun, but that's another, you know what I mean, that's another issue with the variations in tournament and ranked matches and stuff like that. You only can play him, there's only really one viable way to play with him in ranked, and that's to use his ground skull eruptions. That's the only way to play with him, really. I've not seen too many people play with him in ranked match, to be completely honest. But that's really the only way to play with him and really do good consistently, unless you're just, you know, some monster like Sonic Fox or whatever. But that's really the only way to play with him consistently, and get good results. But mostly, that's all I see, and I feel that there should not be everybody playing one playstyle because it's the most viable out of two options. Because to me, that gets dull after a while, and I don't want this game to get dull, because as much as it is getting dull at the point, this game is really fun, and I love playing it. I love playing with the characters that I do really like playing with, characters that I've not played with before that I'm loving now, like Cabal, who I don't like Cabal. I say this all the time, but I love him in this game. I love how he plays, and I think Nightwolf could be that for me. I think, you know, whoever, Sindel, they bring in the guest character.